Okay, I'm back. Just wanted to make sure that everything was all on the up and up, and it seems like everything's working for once. Oh! Is nobody able to hear me? Yeah, I should be here, right? You can hear me just fine. Uh, how am I doing? I am trying my best, which is not very good. Or just not enough. The world's falling apart and it's outside of my control, and I guess the only thing I can do with the proverbial dumpster fire that is life is to just grab some marshmallows and start roasting. Ooh, a new iPad. Anyway, let me just close this out. Do I already have a tab for this? No, I do not. Okay, just want to make sure. So yeah, I got no thoughts. My head is empty. That's really all I can say for the moment being. May as well just numb the pain with some, other stuff like trains from Train of Thought's Discord. And it actually worked when I pushed the button this time, instead of having to deal with latency. Yeah, and it's hard to believe it's almost October. I got so many spooky submissions ready. And, like, I don't even know where to begin. But what I do know is that we should be able to head over to office hours. I really should have a bell for these sorts of things, because the best I got is... and the other one being... which really aren't quite suitable for this kind of situation. Let's hop over to the web browser. Should be able to find the Cursed Trains channel on Train of Thought's Discord over here. Just gonna bounce over here. Will it recognize this? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Was there anything I needed to fill back in here? Nope. I think we're all set. And it doesn't remember where I was, so I'm gonna have to scroll back up again. Just to be safe. Okay. So, what was last week? Friday, it was the 12th. So I probably showed this. We saw a little of this, a little of that. I think this is where we stopped. Isn't it? No, no, no. It was here. It was here. Yeah, that's more like it. But yeah, let me just get back to the chat so I can catch up on what everybody's been talking about. Why do I look smaller in this display? Something's off. Anyway. I feel like this is all lore that I'm unprivy to with respect to Urza. Let's see. But yeah, sorry for the loading wait. But yeah, just wanted to say hi to Red T-Shirt and Bob and JD and Evan Afton. You know who you are. And R2, welcome, welcome. I feel like, is there anybody else here that I forgot to address? I think that's pretty much everybody for the moment being. And I guess that's going to be it for now, so we will just hop into office hours. Who wants to go first? Because now is the time, if any, for people to go and, okay. Let me just hop over. Click here. Open a new window. Hopefully it doesn't start auto-playing. Okay. Okay. So it doesn't look like there's much here in terms of cursed trains. No, wait, I take that back. I take that back. I take that way back. Okay, so this is where we left off. And it's terrifying. Not sure what's going on over here. We got some trains from, what's it called? Conduct This. The original Conduct This. I feel like that's a lot of details that I'm not privy to. Also, hi Amtrak fan, welcome to the stream. But yeah, I'm just looking at this. First thing I see, Conduct This trains, which, all in all, pretty good. Anything here? I think it's just the collection, and I'll be honest, some of these I'm desensitized to because I've already played Conduct This and Conduct This Deluxe. Now that I think about it, I might actually have to get the new locomotive or a train set that just came out this month. And yes, hi CSX, welcome to the stream. Just looking through people's posts, as per usual. 'Tis but a scratch. Cool but weird names. From the game called Google Choo Choo 3D. And yeah, that does look kind of goofy. No, I don't want to open that in a new... I mean, I don't want to save that. I want to open this in a new tab. And then open this in a new tab. Now, I admit some of these designs could be forgivable like 10 to 20 years ago. But today, I don't know. I expect better from game devs. That's what makes this cursed. Or at least particularly cursed. Read more. Have a base plate, select tracks for the block, get the train and drag it onto the block. And there you go. This is a tutorial for red t-shirt. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to actually click that. Sorry. But we should be able to bounce back. Yeah, this is where we were. And oh gosh, what is this? The Suskasol Best Bangkok Hotel. Here are the monorail tracks in case you're wondering which track is which. And oh my gosh. Oh lord. Though I do find it interesting that you can just have a 2D layout and then it turns it into a 3D little game, so maybe this isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Click File, then View. It should now show the menu with your train or whatever. But yeah, we got some goofy trains here with some goofy bridges. And here are the Conduct This trains, I guess. And I agree. No controversies there. But we're going to take a closer look at this thing, because for a second I thought it was glitching out. But no, this is a suspended monorail. And this is an... I want to say it's an all-weg, but I know it's not an all-weg. It might be an I-beam. Anyway, Anyway, let's look at these up close. This is kind of dark. I can hardly see. But I get it, it's a little cutesy. Could use a little bit of work, though, on the slopes. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think that's what's particularly cursed about this image. And this is just, I'm assuming, a menu. No big deal. Just close this out. I'll make a note of that. But yeah, this looks goofy. But it's nothing I hadn't seen before. Though I do have to admit that the right number of wheels are here, but I feel like the perspective is way off. But that's not something I should be worried about right now, because it's off to go to CSX. Oops, and I did it again for like the 3rd or 5th week in a row. Toby's theme, yeah, I don't want to get claimed. Any other videos? Short video of me playing with someone. Shorts, anything new in shorts? Playlists. Posts. So what's cursed about this? Oh, it's Moai. That's what's cursed about this. You got Maxwell on your shoulder. And it says, "Hello, I am autistic." Bruh, why you gotta do me dirty like that? Got a bunch of textures. Oh gosh. Why is it made of brass? And this is just a wall. I'm not sure what to make of that. Got some derailments. Find it kind of weird though. Oh gosh. Bi-tracks, is that what they call it now? Oh. Oh yeah, now Mom so fat insults. Of course I should have seen that. Yummers. Oh, and now it's even stretched out. And now you're just clipping through the floor. And yeah, that was the last one. E. Just E. And, ooh. Why do I feel like this is from last week? I could be wrong, but that's neither here nor there. Don't know how you messed that one up, though. It's all in one place. I don't know how you do that. Not EA Sports, just E E E E E E E E E E E E E E E E, like the meme. And this is from last week. Okay, so we saw all of those. Who else are we up to take a look at? Because I'm pretty sure Amtrak Fan 19 wants me to look at their posts on the Discord. Benny Boy's Discord, to be exact. Oh gosh, nope. This can just write off, okay? Okay. And of course, we got more funny Amtrak units. Haha. Haha, very funny, internet. Oh, and we got our first American livery in Europe, but it's not the UK. So I guess it doesn't count. And what's weird about this photo is just I just can't imagine this livery being on this specific locomotive, which has been chopped a little off on the back. I could totally understand it was made by you, but it may be a cover of something that I might not want to listen to because it'll get claimed or something. Actually, did I get claimed for anything last week? I don't think so. I guess maybe I can take a look at it. If it's not too long. Now I can clearly see this is photoshopped, but I'm not exactly sure what's supposed to be cursed about this. Okay, yeah, this is weird looking. If only because it's a passenger livery on a freight locomotive for a freight train. And this is photoshopped on. Not gonna lie, I think we saw that. Oh gosh, not this one. Ugh. I was just losing sleep the other night over the fact that there's going to be a merger between the Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern. Don't make me imagine them merging with CSX2. Like, bruh. Goofy ass stuff. Penn Central. Because, of course, we wouldn't be complete without one of those. Got ourselves a Norfolk Southern ALC 42 diesel charger. And yeah, that looks goofy, just not as goofy as it could be. Like this one. Savage, or is it Savage? Because I don't recognize that livery from North America. Wisconsin Central again. Ooh, this one's weird. This is one of those electric goobers from the New Haven, but now it's MBTA? I forgot. Actually looks kind of neat. Also kind of gross. This is also... I feel like this was already posted. Central Oregon and Pacific. That is very oddly specific. I just don't. And of course a Dash 8 with BNSF livery, because of course. Why wouldn't we? And a goofy switcher loco, whose name I don't recall. And Canadian livery with funny funnels, I guess, technically, because there's like 3 of them. And we got the wrong livery on the Avelia. Anything else? Oh, of course we have Caltrain. Of course we would. No, that wasn't a slug unit. That was a locomotive. I remember reading about it in Lionel's catalogs of a General Electric locomotive that had 3 different generators, and depending on how much power they needed, they would just turn on more of the generators. And if you're doing light work, you could just turn 2 of the 3 off. And if you needed something in the middle, of course, you'd just power up 2 of them. And of course, this is disgusting. Thanks, I hate it. And it's the Santa Fe Yellow Bonnets as a cab baggage car, which is, not gonna lie, that just looks disgusting. Does it count as spinning a wheel? Either way, I still have to spin the wheel twice. Free mode activate. And the Pharaoh's Curse. Oh, man. Okay, I'll just mark that as done. Yeah, slug units are kind of scary, but this is not one of them because you can see the exhaust pipes from each diesel prime mover for all 3 in total. Anyway. That's all of that. Let me head over to... No, wrong one. Trainer Thoughts Discord, please tell me it remembers. Nope, it does not remember in the slightest where I was. And I hate that so much. Okay, so this is where we left off. Now it'll hopefully remember. And yeah, I don't think that's supposed to happen, but we'll just roll with it while I go and hop into the void. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. Try a different position in the house. That might do something. And I'm back. And I should be able to activate the Pharaoh's Curse now. That's actually kind of quiet now that I think about it. With each passing day, I feel less coordinated. Aren't we all at some point? Suffering from school? Let's see, volume... Oh yeah, I need to turn this up. 36 should be enough. Anyway... Let's get to the Discord! Train of Thoughts Discord! Go... Oh, right. Right. Should have seen it coming. Please tell me it remembers. No, it doesn't remember. Oh, frick me. It's gonna take so long for me to find the link to your... Just gotta scooch on over. New window. Okay. Scoot it over. Over just a little more. Okay, here it is. Here it is. So, posts. What curse trains do you got for me? Oh, of course, a repost. Did bro just stretch or participate in the demolition derby race? Another repost, repost, repost. These are things we've seen over a year ago at this point. Just freight train. What about the comments? Ooh, that looks weird. Stupidly awesome? I certainly agree. Oh, and this is from last week. Isn't it? Yep, yeah, it's from last week. Okay, now I can put the mouse back down. Okay. Okay. Oh, right. CSX... videos. Was this the one? We just... Well, I don't know. We're just gonna mess around and find out, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. MP2? Why MP2? Isn't it supposed to be MP3? Anyway, I submitted this last week. And I didn't know how to feel about looking at this. Oh, is that it? Oh, it just cuts off. You mean your... Oh, yeah! Now that you mention it, it is Trains on Water. Round and round the wheel she goes, where she stops, nobody knows. Why do I always keep hitting this? I swear I hate this so much. Oh well. Back to the drawing board. Just a little bit there. Okay, I'm back. Okay. So, we're off to next. The next post is a repost. Oh, hey, Amtrak 09, he's finally here. Holy, that sucks. Yeah, this is a... I like this lettering. I like this lettering very much. But yeah, this is Clown Lover 350. No train had ever touched Thomas like this before. His wheels felt weak. Wheels weak, arms heavy. On my shirt, mom's spaghetti. Oh.
The Milwaukee Road.
I require context. If I knew more about the image, I'd provide it. But sadly, there wasn't anything else. But nah, that's going on the next stream for sure, because this is cursed as... And I certainly agree. Alright, who's there? Introducing the Class 55 Volkswagen. And that's a repost if I've ever seen one. I'm having a stroke. Please help. Okay, now I got the emotes correctly. Here are some weird steamers from Hoya Fanboy 1930s, and I certainly agree. Though I have a strange feeling they may have been posted before, and I have seen them on Goodwill of all places. Oh, hey, Dr. Ducks. Welcome to the stream. We're just looking at cursed trains from Train-A-Thoughts Discord. Of course, the link to the Discord is in the description down below. If you follow the rules, you can submit your own cursed trains on the Discord for Train of Thought, specifically Cursed Trains channel. Obviously, if you haven't already, go subscribe to Train of Thought. Always has videos on Fridays every week, and most weekends are a stream on Saturday. Go check out his Twitter at TrainFactGuy as well. And, ooh, what is this? I should probably note this is from Dillpill, this is from Clown Lover 350, this is from me. Oh, we didn't get very far, did we? An Australian porter-turned engine called William Charles Wary and his proposal to Mansell in the 1920s. Credit goes towards the fellow member slash friend on a different server who posted this. From Lego Master 116. Oh, it's Saturday for you? Well, later on Saturday then. But yeah, this is the goofy wheel configuration. And running gear configuration especially. I might not be the most reliable source of trains, Dr. Ducks, but I try my best. But yeah, what is this? What is this? This is a 262 Or at least no, it's not a 262, sorry. I misspoke. Actually, is it? It looks like the frame splits off here, but yeah, it does split off there. So yeah, it's just a 260 mogul. Smadge. Anyway, this looks goofy, but at least you're making the most of each reciprocating motion. And it's always nice to see these little technical diagrams, though I feel the fidelity is not particularly great. And being able to sharpen the image probably won't help in the slightest. Anyway, Panzer Fox with the 11th of the Twitter Living History Post series. The date was July 23rd, 1923. 1¼ miles left of Salida. I'm sorry. 1¼ miles from Salida, Colorado, the two passenger engines for train number 16 wreck due to a rail washout on the line. One fireman did not survive. Oh, that sounds nice. But yeah, this is locomotive 16. Or maybe it's train 16. It's hard to say, because that is not a 16. So it must be something else then. Oh well. We regret their loss. F's in the chat. Anyway, Smortmax posted the Victoria Railway Y class numbered 109, dubbed the Thing, before and after, with an inside view. With a source from australianstream.com/y09, I mean y109.html. And this is what it looks like. This is it now! Feel old yet? Because I certainly do. And I'm reminded every day. But yeah, we've seen this before. I just don't think we've had the interior. And that's what's different about this. We've got Hatsune Miku again. From USS Midway. Not to be mistaken for USS Salem. What are the replies? First one is the, and the other one is every Miku is canon. What else have we got? Steam Team says, do these trains from this illustration from Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds belong here? Because in my opinion, the tenders seem way too big for locomotives that they are attached to. Actually, that's a good point. Alright, you have a good one, Red T-shirt. But yeah, I can totally see it. I can totally see it. Yeah, these images may be small, but it's at least clear enough to me to see that some of the proportions are way off. Like the rail cars are too short. And they are... what are they? Actually, now that I think about it... Wait. This is inside a house. There's a lantern here. I'm sorry. Just a chandelier lamp. And... yeah, so these are miniatures, so that might explain the proportions. Okay, now it makes a little bit more sense. Especially the wheel arrangements here, because it looks like it's a 240? I mean 024? Which is weird. But yeah, I was just... Here, though, I can see there's some sort of a mural on this wall. Or at least I certainly hope it's a wall. I don't know what else it would possibly be. Hey, Jay Christensen, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it definitely seems like it probably O-scale, tin plate steel, obviously pre-war of the world, but also pre-World War II. No caption from SCV-42 Charger. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Why is there a rocket launcher in the front? Why does it have buffers and the wrong type of plow and the wrong type of coupling mechanism associated with it? Why is there even... Why is there a step ladder or stirrup ladder up to here if there's no access to the cab? The only access to the cab is from the back. That's even worse. And somehow they managed to squeeze the entire power plant and an artillery cannon with anti-aircraft missiles. I think this one takes the cake. Oh, and of course we've got J2, who's in the chat, with the happy 10th anniversary to Undertale. Sorry, let me turn the volume up. But yeah, it's a repost. A model train manufacturer making these in 2023 is wild. Is it? It says Cal Unit Productions on the bottom, so that probably means this is not from Lionel. Oh no, wait, I think we saw this before.
Smoke fluids, look.
American summer, happy.
Why do you send hot fluids?
Why are they scented? Bay leaf and tobacco.
Bay leaf tobacco. I need to sniff some of this shit. Hold on.
Hey, go back up to the weather balloon thing.
Oh lord.
Whoever did that needs to get a fucking raise.
I'm still questioning the sense.
Aren't these for kids? Why do you have bourbon and tobacco lying out?
That is a good question.
I guess I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I just know if I'm ordering smoke fluid, I'm getting that weed smoke fluid.
God.
If my kid's gonna sniff that shit, I may as well have him sniff some za, bro.
At that point, you may as well just get a vape.
Sniffing that Zaza, we're making it out of Cleveland tonight.
I'm just imagining Fade walking out of rooms like, Fade, why are you high? It's like, what you get high on? It's like,
Lionel.
Yes, of course.
Also,
Of course,
okay,
my favorite
guys,
drug paraphernalia.
Guys, think about it. Why would a parent give a child this, especially when there's clearly a needle on the top of it? Unless
guys.
You question the idiocy of American parents.
Well, actually, if you read the instructions for smoke, also haunts. If I recall, the answer to that is yes in Video Rail Productions. Also, welcome to the stream. Maybe I should relist it instead of unlisting it. I just thought it was cringe. But yeah, the smoke that you put into model trains, the smoke fluid, they have instructions explicitly saying that it should only be used under parental supervision and that only the parent should fill the smokestack smoke unit with fluid, and that, yeah, anyone under the age of 13 shouldn't be holding that stuff. Also, it's something that requires you to call poison control if it's ingested. Which, I don't know how you make that make sense, where it's safe to breathe, sorta, or at least be ambiently exposed to it in the air and respirate it through your lungs, but it's not safe to ingest. How does that work? Make it make sense. Anyway, another one from J2 with the Manards train, the 275, 94, 98 Dino Express train set. Let's actually check out over here.
This exciting dinosaur engine is unlike anything you've seen before. Highlighted by its ominous red glowing eyes, this beast looks great rolling around the track. You'll also notice orange horns and spines with chase lights that move and blink for a really cool effect.
Ooh.
The engine's body is one of a kind. It's shaped like a dinosaur and boasts a cool paint job with etched details that simulate dinosaur skin. It has two powerful motors
You
that
too.
make pulling
You have a good
train
one.
cars a breeze. The locomotive has a range of sound effects, including a roar, jokes, and entertaining music.
Why
Following
jokes?
the engine are an assortment of matching train cars, hand-selected for maximum fun and hours of entertainment.
And no caboose,
Follow
though.
your dinosaurs in style with two brightly painted green and orange Dino Express gondolas. Fill your gondolas with any of the 15 dinosaurs included in the box, or use them around your layout.
Oh
The
boy.
grandkids will love them. Nothing is grumpier than a hungry dinosaur, but don't worry, we pack the kibble. This
Dino
Dino
kibble.
car is a great way to keep the dinosaurs from eating.
Yeah,
your
that's what I thought it
engineers.
was. It was an
Control
F unit
your
with
engine
a
with
dinosaur
use wireless
profile.
remotes with forward, reverse, and speed control.
Oh.
The remote works independently from other remotes, so you can run multiple different engines on the same track. Press the roar button to trigger a realistic dinosaur roar. Hold it briefly for a short roar.
Well,
The
I
engine comes with a selection of our favorite dad jokes. Press the jokes button once for the joke,
What do you call someone who puts their right hand in the mouth of a T-Rex?
and again for the punchline.
Lefty.
oh,
Press music to
Of course
trigger
I should have
assortment
known
of
that.
Music and pterodactyl sounds. Press a second time to stop the sounds. Sick of the noise? There's a volume control
I
dial
just-
on the side of the remote. As a special bonus, we've included a dino chaser with flashing lights. This motorized vehicle is almost as much fun as the train itself. Place the car on any O gauge
I'm just
tracks and
so
off it goes.
astonished.
Will it catch up to the Dino Express?
There's just so much to this set. And, like, with the wireless controls, like, Lionel, up your game. If they can do it this cheap, I'm pretty sure then that, you can too. And I am gonna skip that. Did needs to have a recommendation for a video from Wang of that particular nature, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, that is very cursed, but also very cool at the same time. I am completely gobsmacked at both the simultaneous adequate execution, even if it is technically in poor taste. Anyway, what does Panzer Fox have this time? I could totally imagine that, yes. I do think, though, it would have been nicer if they had a little bit better quality with the LEDs, but I know that's probably asking too much. And I'm not exactly sure why they had to add the dad jokes to it, but you know what? If they can do it, then sure, why not? There is nothing in the rule books that says they can't. May as well follow Airbud rules at that rate. Anyway, New Zealand Railways, Class K from 1877. 8 were produced. After some British locomotives, the K class of 1887 was the first U.S. locomotive to see service in New Zealand. Externally, compared to the British locomotives, it had many special features that caused a stir. These included a graceful bar frame, the swiveling trailing axle, many attachments located inside the boiler, and the rich decorations. The agile running characteristics in particular were apparently an advantage over the predecessors on the South Island of New Zealand. With the introduction of more powerful locomotives, they were used more on branch lines, and some were moved to the North Island. After receiving new boilers, some with bell power fireboxes, they were retired in the 1920s. And yeah, I wasn't exactly sure what to make of this, because I wanted to submit something suggesting that well, I'm sorry, I was reading the comments. Am I able to shrink this without disappearing? Okay, so what was I trying to say? Oh yeah. So yeah, I wanted to have the opportunity to post this, but I didn't think it was cursed enough. It was not cursed enough. In fact, I think it's kind of adorable and endearing. Didn't mean to close that out. I meant to move to the next one. Okay, yeah, that's a bit funny looking for a funnel, so... Oh, and it's from the Rogers Locomotive Works. Interesting. Oh, and that dome, and that copper plating, like, bro, what are you up to? What is this goofy color scheme? And they got purple on the mud flaps, like... I love it, but I hate it, and I hate that I love it, and I love that I hate it. I'm just absolutely speechless. I thought so too, and unfortunately, some of these locomotives don't look like they've survived. Maybe they'll be restored someday. Who knows? Thomas Flash games were something from Hoya Fanboy 1930s. No. They were taken out. It said they were taken out of service in the 1920s. So yeah, and it's in New Zealand. So yeah, they don't have to worry about being blown to bits during the war period. Anyway, so we were going to take a look at this.
Lady has decided to build a fence around her garden, because she apparently has that. She wants Mavis to deliver some rocks, but the hopper's broken. So Cranky has offered to help, but Cranky works at Brendan. Why is he at the quarry? Mavis is also making puffing noises, and every time that she reaches the end of the screen, her puffing duplicates.
Oh, not that sound. I remember that flash sound.
So you just have to grab rocks and time it right to drop it into the truck. And that... no, stop. Shut up! Because I feel like these games are making me dumber, let's learn the alphabet again. B is for...
Bus.
Davis. Damn it! D is for... These nuts. H is for... Harold. T is for... Why is Oliver Smokebox green? Now here's a game I know everyone knows. The Build an Engine game. So basically you just have a bunch of dead body parts that you have to put together. Let me put the wheel. Alright, let's go Duncan. Wow.
And they couldn't even animate it properly.
So much fun!
But yeah, that is priceless. Bellissimo. Anyway. Was there anything else? I was going to say, what was I going to say in the middle of this? Oh yeah, this is what happens after Bob is dismembered. They just put him back together again, instead of melting him down for scrap. PensyFan 19 has just your average rail replacement bus. I'm sorry. Photo by by Joe Lance. Why do I keep slurring my speech? So, that doesn't look like it's got rail conversion compatibilities, but the sign up here says otherwise. High rail test bus. And of course it was a Red Airlines bus. And they had to have extra miscellaneous platforms so that people could actually get on. because they couldn't be bothered to have the door on the other side. Skill issue. And here is the Dino Express. With an 11% rebate, it's $266.99. But yeah, I'm still surprised. Like, this is so much cheaper in comparison to, like, your average Lionel starter set. I know it's a little bit budgety on the edges, but it still has some of the basic functions that we take for granted in starter Lionel train sets these days. Which is still substantially more than what we had just 2 decades ago when all we had was just basic DC. Now we have Bluetooth. Why do I need Bluetooth for my toy train? It's like doing surgery on a grape. Anyway, Panzer Fox at it again with the Paris Lyon Méditerranée C61 to C180 from the French State Railways. 120 were produced. Oh, and apparently there's also the French State Railways 5-220A from 1 to 120. Anyway, the PLM assigned 4-cylinder compound locos with a 440 wheel arrangement to Class C, of which the numbers 61 to 180 were also called Heavy C. They had air cutters on the smoke box, chimney, bell power firebox, and cab, hence the nickname Coup à Vent. They pulled the most important express trains and could travel continuously at 90 kilometers an hour with 300 tons. Only when 2 coupled axles were no longer sufficient for the heavier trains were they initially replaced by locomotives with a 460 wheel arrangement. On hilly routes, and soon had to pull slower trains as well. Although the locomotives were retired between 1929 and 36, they formally received new numbers when the SNCF was founded in 1938. I'm assuming in Vichy, France. Oh, these things. These things, yes, I should have seen it. Should have seen this coming from a mile away. The goofy, aerodynamics. I don't know what the Europeans were thinking across the pond. I don't know. I don't know what to compare it to, because I don't think I saw the video from like 9 years ago or whatever. I'm not sure if it's worth spinning the wheel, though, because we have a little flap here to keep the rain out when it's not in operation. And it's got such tiny little cylinders, of all things. Oh, I wasn't... Oh, and it's still around. Well, we'll have to take a look at that at the end of the stream. But yeah, everybody in the chatty, do you think this is worthy of spinning the wheel? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. Okay, we got a 1 and another 1, and any other takers? I'll take that as a... Sure, why not? Round and round the wheel she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Hamster! Oh, I'm sorry, hamburger. One of these days, I'm going to have to swap out the 1 hour of silence randomly interrupted by hamburger and hamster and the Blue Lobster jump scare with actual models. But for now, I guess we're just gonna have to go deal with the audio.
Hamburger.
Do we want the reverb? No, we don't want the... Come on, come on. I know there's got to be more. We've heard just about all of them at this point. I don't know why it's so hard to find anything else. 10 minutes of silence occasionally broken by. Hamburger from 2 years ago. I guess we could just replay it over and over again because that is an option. I don't know. Let's just use the cave one again, I guess. Activates the sound. Go back to the beginning. That's not the beginning. Okay. Hopefully it's not too loud. Is it too loud? Oh, hey Osiris. Welcome to the stream. I must be getting tired because I'm not recognizing. Chatters coming in. Okay, so the sound is fine? Alright. This fantasy... This is from me. This fantasy scheme for the Union Pacific Challenger painted like the Union Pacific 119 from the Promontory Summit ceremony. It may or may not have been posted before. But... oh boy, does this look strange. Anachronistic, for the lack of a better term. To see all the ornate detailing on the tender where it need not be, and then all the little fancy trim and accompaniments all across this. And you should see the price tag on this little sucker, because even though it's like HO scale, I think it costs over $500, maybe $600. Anyway, Sam the Dino posted this, and I don't think we've seen this one before, though we keep skipping over it when I was trying to get back to this page. From Hot Wheels, and... I don't know, I'm kind of impressed with how they got this all to work together properly. But it's still cursed. And it's got these goofy odd proportions, which I guess follow the rule of cool. It doesn't have to be functional, it just has to look good. Mark that as done. Spin the wheel again. And I'm off to jail! Just mark that down. I need a jailing sound for my soundboard. At least I don't have to delete my tabs. But if everybody claps simultaneously, maybe I could make bail. Anyway, Ayo, how will we move this courthouse? Say no more. The courthouse. I'm still astonished they were able to do this. Like, it's a 2-story building, it must be bare bones. And this is from Muka Skyla. We appreciate your contribution, even though it's a repost. This is from JT. Saw the OG image on Twitter and had to take the opportunity. Opportunity to what? Oh, of course, to add a coupler and... a Janie coupler and an American headlamp. Because of course. But is that the only thing that's different? Images. Images. Okay, yeah. So, this is the original image. It had it had the hook and loop. I'm sorry, yeah, hook and loop couplings, and one of the conventional lanterns, instead of a full-blown headlight. But that warrants spinning the wheel again. Oh, nope, nope. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I've never been so thankful to have a Blue Lobster jump scare. Like, bruh, I'm still trying to look up how I'm supposed to be able to safely provide my information over to VR chat so they can actually confirm that I'm over 18, because apparently my credit card isn't enough. That's one of those things. I hate so much the age verification implementation measures they have these days, because, like, I'm a grown adult, and they're asking me to verify my age. And it was fine when it was just a button saying, yes, I'm over 18. But now they're implementing more draconian measures to make sure you are who you say you are. And I don't trust a third party as far as I can throw them with my state ID. So I've been trying to figure out a way around that. And unfortunately, I have not been able to find an answer to that question. I've gotten in touch with the third party that's supposed to be responsible for verifying my identity for VR chat, but unfortunately they refuse to have any other options available. Like, gosh dang it, why is it so difficult? I know in Europe they have something for age verification that's superior to whatever's being sold here in the States. But somehow I suspect that's not going to go all the way through. Because it's a problem trying to engineer a solution. I'm sorry, it's a solution trying to engineer a problem, where there might not necessarily be one. Anyway, Hex posted, in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, the Germans used Black 5 engines. I'm sorry? I'm sorry, what? I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. I pretty sure that's not how it's supposed to work. And I wish I could see the rest of the image, but unfortunately the timeline is in the way. Unless... Excuse me, hold on a sec. Clearing my throat? Okay. What I was trying to say was that the only way I could imagine them having British locomotives is if this was German-occupied territory in a British colony, and they commandeered all of the equipment that the British had left behind. But I guess not. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Dark Matter posted the following from your good friend Joe. It's a train crash compilation. From the dash cam, and oh dear. This one's a classic though. Because it might have prevailing... It may have had prevailing right away and the signals were in its favor, but the other one just wasn't gonna stop. And of course we got ourselves another head-on collision. Wonder what it's gonna be like this time. It looks like some of the staff were able to escape in time. Well, at least this wasn't as bad as the last one. This is why they have safety cabs. Yeah, it's kind of like the kiss me meme or whatever. Or just the kissing meme. Okay, so this one's going out. Oh. Oh, it's going into the siding. I just like how it sounds like you've just taken the entirety of a china cabinet and just smashed it to the ground. Oh, and we got a head-on collision in... I don't know where this is. But luckily, nobody telescoped. The dude was ready to run out at the moment that they stopped. Like, bro, how did he know so quickly? And I got another one for Live Leak. Oh, that one's not gonna stop in time.
The front coach, which had been facing a head-on impact, was derailed by the debris landing in its path. And still traveling at over 60 miles an hour, it began to topple onto its side.
Which derailment is this from? I like how it's just juxtaposed with Hamburger.
Watch them come together. There it is. Look out. Wow, some smash.
And we got some Via Rail here as well. If I recall, this one actually stops in time. Miraculously so. It's actually kind of impressive. Let's see, Panzer Fox at it again with the 12th of the Twitter Living History Post series from November 29th, 1970. Spectacular derailment of a train on the Montchanin-Lyon line near Quinseur in France. It's a small image. Let's enhance. So what did it hit, though? I need more context. And, of course, we got a classic repost with a Penn Central Hudson from Model Railroader magazine circa February 1971 from Callback Publishing. And we got some reposts again, this time from SCV-42 Charter. And it's from City Strasser with some high-end, high-velocity, steam-powered automobiles, basically. Disgusting! Let's see what Austin posted. Please tell me this is gonna be... Yeah, I feel like that's gonna get claimed. I don't think that's how diesel locomotives work. That is not how diesel locomotives work. Even the steam outline diesels, like... I don't know where people come up with these things. I don't know who comes up with these things, I swear. Oh gosh. Panzer Fox with the Shanghai Nanjing Railway Class D. From China, circa 1910. 4 were made. And they were singles. After the Class C with the 440 wheel arrangement and the 6-foot 7-inch wheels, the Shanghai Nanjing Railway ordered 4 more locomotives that were to have even larger wheels. Yes, I think we actually saw it on your YouTube channel. The little giraffe plushie. Using a boiler that was largely the same, or should I say mainly the same, as that of the existing classes of the company, one driving axle now had to be sufficient. Despite this, the boiler was the largest ever to be found on a British-made single-driver loco. The engines were intended for express traffic as part of the large trade fair in Nanjing, and should be up and running within 45 days of the receipt of order, despite the national mourning and the death of King Edward and the Pentecostal holidays. The time had come after 47 days. So yeah, they were late. Their special position was underscored by the fact that they were painted in bright yellow instead of the usual green. Now, I'm not sure what to make of this, to be honest, because, like, it's a British logo. Oh, what's this? There's this little goober here. It's another example of, don't talk to me or my son ever again. I love that meme too much. But this is just so funny. There's a tiny little goober here. The little tram dummy of sorts. And we got USS Salem with the Erika La Paz, numbers 21 to 23. Let's go visit that website, please. Decline cookies. Oh. Ooh. Why does this remind me of those trains that Train of Thought talked about from India? Were these from the same manufacturer? Okay, so they were Prussian T-26s. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so there were different versions of the same thing. Yeah, okay, so I'm just looking at this, trying to get a better sense of what on earth is going on here, because we got some regular stuff on this tank engine, but then we have whatever this nonsense is, with the, rack, with the rack gears at the bottom. Because, like, yeah, we just have these wheels just for supporting the weight of the front, and then we have the actual wheels in the middle going towards these geared teeth to go into the geared section of the rails to maintain traction. I miss fast food. Like, I haven't had that stuff really in a serious capacity for years. We don't count sweet potato french fries from the habits, because, like, that's just a snack at that rate. Like, a full-blown meal with, you know,
hamburger,
or like chicken nuggies with the fries and the ketchup and this drink. I have not had something like that in years, literal years. Like, I think at this point, the better part of over a decade. Technically a vegetable. Technically a vegetable. Well, it kind of is, but at least it stops me from eating really bad food. Oh yeah, I should probably get on to it. That's a good name. Proud to be British. The Control-Alt-Delete won with 50% of the public vote and will run twice a day during the autumn. This must be... Is this one of those track cleaning... those track cleaning equipment? You know, the ones with the freaking lasers to burn off all the leaf litter that accumulates on the tracks? Because that's a thing. Apparently, leaves on the tracks are very dangerous. Like, even more dangerous than, say, ice or snow or just rain. It's astonishing, really. Because they maintain their moisture and they sop it up from the rain, and they get between the wheel and the rail, and they also have a tendency to get compressed tighter and tighter and tighter between the wheel and the rails with each subsequent passing axle, which makes it harder to remove. Yet they simultaneously continue to be moist and also release certain types of plant oils and stuff that make the situation worse. Anyways, Alexander the Funny Man. This is the mod I found in Railroader, and we've got our Genesis unit and a B unit. Those did not exist. But it's not as weird as it could have been. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this thing. You tell me with a straight face that you can't string two of these A units back to back, and it wouldn't look like this. Because look how flat this face is here. Almost no protection whatsoever in the events of a collision, like a safety cab. And it does look better with a B units, but they didn't consider that. Smacamations with fishing! Oh dear. Is that what they're doing? I thought they were just dumping it in the ocean or something. I don't know. Oh, and that's the end of it. That is literally the last on Train of Thought's Discord. So I was supposed to go back and see some things from... Oh, it's a thing from Train Conductor World. Oh, okay. Anyway. These are some adequate responses. So, back to office hours. Back to office hours. We were supposed to be looking at something. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Evan. But what were we supposed to look at? Oh, right. Right. We were supposed to go to Amtrak. Or should I say... Just hop over here for a sec. Is this the official Amtrak? Please tell me it's the official Amtrak. Yes, it is. So, videos. It was about 8 years ago, y'all said in the chat. 1 year ago. 2 years ago. 3 years ago. 4. Geez, how prolific are they? 5 years ago. 9 years ago. Oh, okay, I think we overshot it. Was this the one you were thinking of? Don't know if this is public domain music. But yeah, the next generation of high-speed trains with proven 5th generation technology. But yeah, this looks a little bit different, yes. But I can see how it panned out into what we got. With the Avelia Liberty. Oh no, that looks worse. Yeah, that looks exponentially worse. In comparison. Like, I can see where a little of this was incorporated into this. But for one reason or another, like... The red streak just ain't the same. It ain't the same. And maybe the CG is making it look a little nicer, despite it being a different material and shader and stuff, than the most realistic options that would have been available at the time. But yeah, I don't know. This looks just chunkier, and I think that's my issue. Like, this looks like a cheese wedge. And I know you're supposed to have an aerodynamic shape, but I feel like they could have been a little less angular. But there's also this silver streak here as well, in this smoother, rounder front, which I just don't see here. And the headlamps are just a different shape as well, or at least the covering glass is different. And I feel like, yeah, I don't like this color of blue. I don't know what it is. And like I said, maybe it would have been just fine if they had it on the side instead of the top for the blue, but no, they couldn't do that. The HVAC system just wouldn't allow it. I'm sorry, I take that back. The HVAC system is going to have to deal with the extra heat from that dark blue absorbing all the sunlight during the day. That's what I meant to say. Why did I say the opposite? Alright, so, was there something I was supposed to see? A red t-shirt? Before we go? No, it's the same one. Nothing on the Benny Boy Discord that was sneaking up on me. I don't think there's anything from Jacket Jail Fries, so I guess we can just wrap it up here then. What do you mean, no? Well, it's gonna be fine. There's always next week. Like, you know me. Check what first, though? We need to narrow that down. Are we checking CSX? Are we checking... Oh, FNAF ticket for fun. No, that's not train related. So we're not going to look at that. Just going to wrap this up. But yeah, we could have had it. We could have had it all. I know, but this is Cursed Trains from Train of Thought's Discord, not Five Nights at Freddy's. Anyway, we got the hamburger in the cave, so... Yeah, I guess... If anything, I can just, at the very least, see the release date. I'm just looking at this in an alternate tab. Official cover of the Ticket to Fun Ephemera Kit. Bunch of universe items and merch. Is it a bundle or is it What is it? Is it a game? Is it... What is it? Let's see what the fandom says. A game that activates novelty... Oh, wait. It is a games and activities novelty book written by author Sarah Madsen and set to be published by Inside Editions on September 23rd, 2025. Oh. Why did I think it was going to be a game or something? I don't know. I don't know. That's neither here nor there. What matters is that I appreciate that you all stopped by. And yeah. All 70 of you who were here, I thank you for that. Streams and videos are only made possible through the contribution of folks like you. And I thank you for that. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe with notifications on. All notifications, not some. If you financially are able to, don't forget to become a channel member or a patron at patreon.com for the same amounts, if not a little bit more. You can also donate through the super chats, but I prefer you do it through the Stream Elements link, which is also in the description down below, with all the other things in the doubly-do. Yes, absolute cinema. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one, and until then, take care, stay awesome, stay true to yourself, and remember to never give up. Bye, everybody. Why is my thing going off? Hold on a sec. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Okay, thanks, bye.